Hello everyone and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XLM. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today wherever you are in this great world. We're gonna talk about XLM. And you know, this is a cryptocurrency that I've been holding for almost 6 years now. And it's a cryptocurrency that I always knew where it was going because you could see the path that XLM is on. Think about all those on-off ramps all around the world. XLM is going to be running on those rails, and it can't be sitting at a cheap price to move all of that money. Then we'll start looking at tokenization beyond that. And I'm telling you, this is like one of those cryptocurrencies that everybody loves to FUD on, but the second it starts to take off in price, those same people will be FOMOing in to this cryptocurrency, and that time is definitely coming. Stellar's distributed ledger technology is basically a mathematical framework that is free of politics and human error. It's designed to be decentralized and transparent, providing a secure and reliable way to conduct transactions. Stellar Network and its token, XLM, are ideal for widespread adoption due to their emphasis on efficiency and inclusivity. They are designed to be accessible to a large number of users, making them a great choice for mass adoption. You know, think about all the unbanked people in the world now all of a sudden using Stellar for remittances, utilizing XLM, the token. And that's going to still pick up as time goes on. More and more value year over year is going to be moved by XLM. And we are on the verge of utility driving this market. Take a listen to this. The Senior Director of Tokenization at Stellar.
The Stellar ecosystem, I try to simplify how we kind of bucket the tokenization use cases in payment assets and investment assets, right? So we're seeing both of them growing, and then they can be broken down into many types of assets, but both use cases are growing fast, and now more the investment side, because stable coins and others have been around for a while. But I think it's the interoperability between those two that really is going to unlock the value. So what we're seeing now with partners like Franklin Templeton, Wisdom Tree, and others that are issuing this kind of new round of assets on chain is that they want to unlock yield, they want to unlock easy investment products and easy access to retail clients, but they also want to make it almost kind of seamless to use that as a payment tool as well.
So they want to use it as a payment tool as well. Now think of trillions of dollars in tokenized assets sitting on the Stellar network. Now picture XLM moving those tokenized assets in between two people, in between two companies, in between two countries. How can XLM be sitting at a cheap price? It can't. And people could say what they want about previous cycles and market cap. When trillions of dollars are pouring in to the market cap of XLM, do you honestly think it's going to be sitting at a cheap price? Because that's what's coming. And you could see it coming because they're already telling you that it's happening. We are in the fourth industrial revolution. You either take advantage of it or you get left behind. Me personally, I knew this was coming for years. And I kept showing the growth around this cryptocurrency. And every time I made video after video, people said, XLM is a scam token. XLM is a dead cryptocurrency. It's not a dead cryptocurrency. A lot of the growth, you didn't get big announcements around. I'm sure they have a lot of NDAs with big clients as well. Same thing that's going on around XRP. XLM is posting substantial progress. Soroban, smart contracts have launched on Stellar, empowering anyone building on Stellar to create, deploy, and interact with smart contracts. Wisdom Tree Prime. Companies like Wisdom Tree are choosing Stellar Network as their tokenization platform of choice. So think about all that value. Script 3 official. Blend has kicked off lending and borrowing on Stellar Network, allowing anyone to create a lending market. Think about it like this. When I first got into crypto almost 6 years ago, people back then always said, if you invest in these cryptocurrencies, you will be able to become your own bank. You will be able to earn passive income off of your crypto without ever selling it. And back then, people thought this was decades away. People used to say, when? After 2030. It's starting to happen right now in front of you. I see more and more projects leaning towards lending and borrowing like never before. We are on the verge of being able to earn passive income from our crypto without selling any of our crypto. And that's the time I've been waiting for a long time now. Why public, not private blockchains truly enable Web3 and decentralized finance? There may be a transitional period where both private and public blockchains are utilized, but as limitations around how public blockchains operate are addressed, our view is that the need and risk of private blockchains will result in them being phased out. Over time, we expect public blockchains to become the de facto utilities and be used across multiple industries. That's because we are headed into a time of full transparency. You know, the days of all this shady business going on in the background are going to come to an end because of blockchain. And that's the path forward, a level playing field as well. From crypto to coffee, the Wisdom Tree Prime Visa debit card allows you to use digital assets to pay for everyday purchases. Now, I like the idea of this because this leads to mass adoption. But I picture a time even beyond this, where Visa isn't even required anymore, where you go from your digital wallet to the merchant's digital wallet when buying things. And I think that time is coming as well. And I think that's most likely only a year or two away from where we are right now. Well, Payments Canada mentions in their document how cross-border payments are evolving. Both Ripple and Stellar, both are mentioned in the category stablecoins for cross-border payment. You know, whenever you see cross-border payments talked about, a lot of the time you see XLM and XRP both mentioned. World Bank has done it years ago. The World Bank Group, largest and best known development bank in the world, refers to XRP and XLM as stablecoins in the paper. Central bank digital currencies for cross-border payments. Now, back then, when this was first announced and talked about, people said, yeah, stablecoins, they're going to be pegged to $1. That's not what they meant. They meant high-valued stablecoins that don't fluctuate in price like we see crypto doing right now. They will be sitting at high prices, and anyone not holding at that moment when that happens, they're going to be left behind. Because most people are overlooking these ISO cryptocurrencies right now. Later, they are going to regret it. Every bank moving forward will use XLM and XRP. And this is the reason why I tell people in XRP videos, if you're going to diversify, you should definitely be holding XLM. And you see every single bank. Ripple and Stellar are global companies. They have payment rails set up in every single country around the world. Ripple and Stellar were both cited in the SWIFT documentation that outlines interoperability between ISO messages and blockchains, deeply integrated into the plans of the new financial system. You know, any new investor coming into crypto right now, all the evidence is already right there for them to see. The facts are all coming together. The network is coming together in real time. You know, getting into crypto today is so much easier. All you do is you invest in these utility-driven cryptocurrencies, these ISO cryptocurrencies that have real-world use case. You sit back and you just wait to get rich. It's literally that easy today. The wild, wild west days of crypto are also coming to an end. Crypto regulations are going to happen this year. You see it already happening with MiCA. The US is not far behind. And once we have regulations put in place, that's it. The sky is the limit for these utility-driven cryptocurrencies. Gateway.fm boosts Stellar Network with public Soroban RPC infrastructure, enabling easier smart contract as execution and broadening DeFi accessibility. You know, when you make something easy, people will use it. I always said that. And I think this is a great push forward for Soroban, because if people could deploy smart contracts easier, more people will be doing it. More builders will come on board. The platform attracted strong interest from more than 190 projects across the broad spectrum of industries, from gaming to lending to insurance. So it was clear that there will be huge pent-up market demand for this type of offering. I think we're going to see a lot more big announcements around Soroban all throughout the rest of this year as well. Then there's Slate, and I'm going to talk about this project in the very near future. I've been working with them to put a video together, and they're going to do a giveaway for 10 random people in the comment section. And I will give you all heads up before that happens. I'll most likely announce it the night before. But I like Slate. I think it's a great project that's building out on the Stellar platform. It's a social media network. And you see, they're talking about 5 pieces of information about the project's highlights. So you see content monetization, privacy to full scale, users' private data or their property. The information we have will be secured by end-to-end encryption. You only have the key on your device. They're making it much safer. And then they also talk about a healthy environment, and this is going to lead to crypto mass adoption as well. I like the direction this project's going in, and I'll let you know before I do a full video on it. A brief explanation of Stellar Org's Aid Assist by Danelle Dixon. She talks about how they used it in the Russian-Ukraine conflict. They also think it could be used in the Palestine conflict next. But I think Stellar Aid Assist is going to be something that grows bigger and bigger year over year. It's also going to be part of the new financial system. You know, when the new financial system rolls out, that doesn't mean war is just going to end and crisis is just going to stop. No, you're still going to have war and you're still going to have crisis. And Stellar Aid Assist is going to be playing a very big role in the future. I think this is something that's going to have nonstop growth. A comparison of XLM versus Bitcoin and Ethereum and Visa regarding energy consumption per transaction. The future of finance is green, and Stellar Org is steps ahead. Meanwhile, outdated technologies won't have a place at all. I always said it. If your cryptocurrency isn't green, it's not going to be part of the new financial system. Look at the way countries are talking about going green. They're talking about carbon offsets and carbon credits. Do you honestly think going forward, once utility starts to drive this market, that Bitcoin is going to be as relevant as it is today? I think once utility comes, Bitcoin and Ethereum will become more and more irrelevant over time. Utility is the future. USDC stablecoin issuer Circle plans to re-domicile to the US ahead of possible IPO. Now, a lot of people say USDC is the US digital dollar. I'm still on the fence with that right now. I think it could definitely easily morph in to the US digital dollar if it comes down to that. But what I see happening going forward is in the United States, you're going to have USDC and Ripple's new stablecoin. XRP and XLM are going to move those two stablecoins. And as they're moving those stablecoins, they're going to be rising in value because it's going to be moving more and more value all the time. I think it's going to be a very exciting time ahead. And I think over time, once utility starts to drive the price of XLM, it's going to be an even more exciting time. But until it all happens, you got to stay patient, stay positive, and let's get rich together. With that said, I'm going to wrap up this video. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.